Hello, spirit souls. I'm Peter, and welcome again to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking to the water signs. I'm going to be talking to the Cancer, the Scorpio, and the Pisces. And the message that I have for you guys today is be the flow and do not let their problems stop your success. And the reason why I say this is because water signs, I'm a Cancer, so water signs, we tend to tackle other people's issues and get so engulfed in their issues that their issues then become our issues, and then it kind of throws us off track. So we can't allow that to happen, because if you think about that water element, that what is a water's characteristic? A water characteristic is the flow. Usually the water is just pretty much going with the flow of the current. But this time I'm asking that us as water signs, we be the flow this time. Because if we don't, what's going to end up happening is we're not going to get back on track. We're actually be caught up in stagnation, and that's what you do not want, especially in this Virgo moon, you guys. Like this right here, this is the time. Like it's all laid out for the water signs. All we have to do is get on path and stay on path. But we can't do that if we continue to bother ourselves with things that do not matter to us. So we're going to have to put our foot down, because if not, then we're going to be, like I said, in blockages, repeating those same cycles. And that's what we don't want to do. The thing about water is water assists every organism in the universe. And the reason why I say that is because when you plant seeds, what happens? You need water in order for the seeds to grow. When in order for a human to live, they need to drink water. I know some humans don't drink water, but at least they eat food that have water in them so that they don't die. But water assists every organism in the universe in growing. And now the water signs need to reverse that. You need to start assisting yourself, nourishing yourself, so that you can grow. Because you getting to the point now where you need to start seeing some results of your affirmations and some results of the things that you're trying to manifest in this realm of reality. So reverse the roles, be the flow, don't go with the flow. All right. And so we have an innate ability of helping everybody else. We're going to have to put that on pause for a minute, especially with the universe and the energies moving the way that it's moving. We're going to have to put that on pause for a minute and just focus on self. This is the time for the Cancer to be the hermit. This is the time for the Cancer to go off in solitude and say, look, I'm just going to focus on my vision and just tackle that. Put all of that energy into your vision, like you would do your 9 to 5, like you would do your significant other, like you would do your kids. Like, just take all that energy and put it into your passion. So that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to be the flow this season, because if not, we're going to miss the boat. We're going to miss the boat. All right. So just like in the Virgo reading, you can achieve anything possible. You can achieve anything possible as long as you put in that energy towards what it is that you're trying to achieve. There's been so many times where people have placed limiting beliefs, and I've even placed limiting beliefs on myself, and I'll sit on something for days, months, years, and then finally when I decide to do it, it turns out to be this great thing. And then here I am, sat on it for all this time, and I could have done it in that moment, but because I believe that I couldn't do it, I didn't do it. And then when I finally did it, it all just seemed to work out for its greater good. So that's what you got to do. You got to reverse your way of thinking and tell yourself that you can do this. And another thing, water signs, you cannot continue to put your needs behind everyone else's needs, because you have to now start looking at yourself as someone or something of some importance. So you're going to have to put that energy into yourself just like you will put that energy into your job, just like you will put that energy into being on social media, you know, just like you put that energy into getting yourself dressed when you step out. You're going to have to take that same type of energy when it comes to, you know, making your dreams manifest, bringing your dreams to this realm of reality. All right. And so another thing, you cannot let other people's burdens knock you off path. Because one thing about a water sign, everybody calls the water sign. And they call the water sign to dump their problems off on them, to download their problems off on you. And because you're intuitive, because you're empathic, you're taking in all of that energy. And you ever wonder when you talking to somebody and after you get done talking to them and they talking about all their problems, you feel exhausted, like you went and worked a 12-hour shift, and it's because they're downloading all that negative energy into you. And because you're a water sign, you're picking up all that negative energy and you're soaking it in. You're absorbing it like a sponge, and it's flowing into you. So therefore, you got to be careful of that type of energy. When people call you and they got some negative stuff to say, be like, look, listen, I really don't have time for that right now. If it's not going to be something positive, we're going to have to take a rain check on this conversation, because that's going to exhaust you. And guess what? That thing that you was going to do today, you're going to put it off because you wasted all of that energy on that person. And then this person and their energy now have knocked you off track. And so tomorrow when the moon comes, you sitting up there like, oh man, I should have did all this. So you can be setting that thing in motion tomorrow, you know, or you can be setting in motion tonight and see what transpires tomorrow. You can make room for something else for tomorrow. But now that this person came in and pretty much knocked you off your game, now you got to put your thing off for a later time. So don't allow these people's burdens to knock you off your path. I used to be that type of person. Oh my God. And I'm telling you, family and close friends are the worst ones. They are the ones that will knock you off your path so fast. And let me tell you, it used to be like that with my family. My family, when I first started my career, not this career, but my career prior to this one, you know, I would assist them and, you know, getting the things that they needed. Like, I went to the extreme of even leaving a checkbook with my signature in it. Back in the day, I'm telling my age here with this checkbook. But I used to leave a checkbook sign at home. And when they needed something, I would allow them to write a check. You know, write a check out for the amount that they need. And they became more than my family. They became my burden. I felt like I had a career, but my career had to carry all of them. And for so many years, I put off a lot of the things that I love because I was trying to make a way for them as well. I had to cut all of that mess out. I had to nip that stuff in the bud. If you're carrying people, if you're taking care of them, if you're putting off your needs for someone else, cut it off. Cancers, Scorpios, Pisces, we don't have time for that anymore. It's time out for all that. We're moving ahead. We're moving ahead. All the things of the past are behind us. We're not going to keep doing this. If you're in a relationship that's not benefiting you, get out of it. If you have friendships that's not benefiting you, get out of it. I know it sounds selfish, but if you don't, these people are going to become like leeches. And what does a leech do? A leech latches on to individuals and drain them of their blood for their nutrients, you know. And that's what these people that mean you no good, these energies that mean you no good are doing. They're coming into your life and they're sucking all of your positive energy out, leaving you with nothing and taking all of your energy to nourish them. So no, cut it out. Friendships, relationships, jobs that you no longer feel like you want to be in, Get out of it. If your intuition is telling you, hey, I need something new, I need to go and focus on me, then go and focus on you. All right. So we cannot allow other people's burden to continue to knock us off our path. All right. So the next portion is, I already pulled your cards. I got your 4 cards here, and I pulled a clarifying card as well, so that I could go ahead and clarify what this what your reading is. Again, I do past, present, and future, you know, and I just started adding the clarification cards. If you guys want more, just let me know. I could do more, but I love the past, present, and future, and then one clarification, because it just makes so much sense. It's no need for me to draw it out or beat a dead horse, you know. So if you guys want more, just let me know. I'll add more, but I just feel like for what we're here for, this is perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip the camera around, and I'm gonna tell you what the spirit guides have. And I'm going to tell you what the spirit guides have wanted me to relate to you guys. All right. All right. So this first card is discontentment and boredom. So pretty much what this card is telling me is that, you know, there's a little bit of stagnation here, you know, and because there's stagnation here, you're becoming bored, and you know that it's something that you're supposed to be doing, which is causing you to be restless at night, you know, but you're still here for some reason, and you're still looking down. You see he has like a look of defeat, as if he can't, you know, do what it is that he wants to do, but all he has to do is turn around, and it's a whole different perspective on the other side. It's almost as if, you know, this person is almost afraid of moving forward. It looks like he started to take steps forward, but he's actually afraid to move forward. This could be a relationship. This could be a project that isn't like moving the way you want it to, or moving as fast as you think that it should be, you know, and it's draining you. It's taking a lot out of you, you know. And so you need to redirect that energy. You need to break free from that type of energy and get out and explore that new possibility that's on the other side. Because he's in this grim dungeon, and on the other side is a beautiful, well-lit castle on the other side. So you need to get out and explore that new energy. And there's opportunities coming for you on this new moon, Cancer. A lot of opportunities are coming for you. And all you have to do is just grab onto it and watch your world unfold. There's going to be people that's coming in your life. There's going to be ideas coming to you. And all you have to do is just move out of this state, because this state is of your past. Whatever this is of your past. So you have to get out of this state. Get out of this state of being. Get out of this state of mind. Get out of this energy and start manifesting and affirming those things that you truly desire in your life. All right, so your next one is foundation and achievement, and this is what you want. I mean, this is somewhat of what is in your present right now. Like, you got somewhat of a foundation and you're trying to accomplish something. So it looks like you've been building firmly on something, trying to establish a solid foundation for you and your family, and it's starting to take off, but it's missing something. I mean, I see you guys are working together on something. You're working with someone on something. And so it seems like it's about that time that whatever you've been working on diligently, it's about that time for you to reap the harvest. It looks like the crops are growing up around. And so it's time for you guys to reap what you've been working so hard on. All the seeds that you've been planting, all the things that you've been doing is finally coming into fruition. And so now it's time for you to reap the reward of the universe. And so the universe is going to be giving you back a lot of the things that you put into the universe. All of the positive things that you put into the universe is ready to give it back to you. But again, you have to get rid of this past indiscretion in order to reap the full benefits of your harvest. And I can also see I see this house right here, so maybe it got something to do with even buying some property or buying some land in your near future, maybe real estate. You know, somebody may be longing to go into real estate. So just looking at that, and look, it's another 4. So foundation and achievement. All right, so this right here is fertility. This is the Empress, guys. So right here, I don't see this being a physical birth of a physical child. I see this being the characteristics of a woman that's due to give birth. I see this being the birth of a project, a business, the birth of a new relationship, the birth of whatever it is that you're working on. And I see the manifestation of that on the rise. I see whatever business you're starting, whether it be an online business or something of that nature, it's on the rise. And you are going to be happy in it from that seed that you planted. And you're going to receive an abundance from this birth. There's going to be prosperity from those ideas, and you're going to see a lot of things changing in your life. It's like the birth of a new world. Once you leave the past behind, it's going to be a birth of something anew, and you're going to nurture that thing that you're working on while nurturing self, just like a mother would nurture her child, her newborn child. And so it's going to be good when you're interacting with people, because now that you have this aura about you, you're going to have a lot more care for people, a lot more compassion for people that you interact with. You're going to be more kind to people that you interact with. But I'm not saying that you be burdened by these people. Remember, you still have to, release those negative people that's going to burden you, that's going to leash off you. But I'm talking about these new people that are coming in that's going to help you birth this idea. So this right here is going to be a great situation for you guys. You just watch. And so last we have love begins. But this more so is the love of self. And as you can see, you see the hands coming out of the sky, and this cup is overflowing, and it has enough in it to, fill the river and fill the cup at the same time. So this is the beginning of you caring for yourself, you loving yourself, you putting yourself first. And you see that this cup is overflowing with all of the things that you worked on and all the things that you wanted out of life. You're going to have so much of it. It's going to be an abundance of it that is going to overflow, and you're not going to know what to do with it all. And so, like I said, it may not be physical love, but it could be a devotion to your goals and your relationships that you're going to be encountering, opening up yourself to a higher vibration, working out some of those past issues that you've been going through and having some resolution of those past issues. It looks like a lot of you guys are gonna cut ties on a lot of the things that held you back. Remember when we was talking about blockages in the earlier segments? So being able to resolve a lot of those issues and healing your heart of a lot of those issues, allowing you to step into yourself to receive this overflow of this blessing right here. And it seems like everything is going to work out for your highest good in this situation. So this is the new beginning of loving of self and loving of your goals and just putting yourself first and doing all the things that you promised yourself that you was going to do. So water signs, you guys have had a great reading today, and I know that you guys can feel it. You feel something in the air. You feel a certain type of energy, like you want to get a lot of things done, and it can be done. And it's your time to get these things done. It's time to just put everybody else to the wayside and just focus on yourself and focus on your endeavors. Start loving yourself more. Like I said, get rid of those relationships that mean you no good. Get rid of those friendships that mean you no good. Get rid of those takers, all those people that just taking everything that they can take from you. Go ahead and get rid of that. Or put it to the side for a while until you establish yourself, because you have to ground your goals. You have to, it's time to release a lot of those ideas that you guys have been working on for so many months, years, decades for some of you guys. So again, you had this discontentment and boredom. So go ahead and get up out of that energy. Once you get up out of that energy, You start to set the groundwork for your foundation and your achievements that you wanted to do. Like I said, it looks like somebody may be buying a house, working into real estate, may even be buying some land. But everything that you've been working on, this right here is going to set that foundation once you get out of that boredom, that stagnant energy, and cut off some of those things. And here we go. We got the birth of, you know, prosperity, the birth of your goals, the birth of your new dreams, you know, and everything working together to ensure that you get what you want out of life. And then right here, carrying the self, you know, that new beginning, your cup is going to overflow. It's going to be a prosperous September, October, and you guys just watch and see how things change. So I really appreciate you guys for tuning into my channel. Go ahead, if you like the content, hit like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me if you want more of tarot readings. If you do, I could figure out how I'm going to implement that. And this has been Soul Talk. Thank you guys for allowing me to speak with your soul.